One of the biggest movies of the year is out now. It's Captain America: Brave New World, and this guy right here is in it.
Wait for it. Save some for us, Cap.
Okay, you just saw William Mark McCullough in Captain America: Brave New World, and here he is. We're in the beautiful Royal Cinemas, the world's tallest IMAX theater in the world, right? Yeah. Right here in Pooler. Mark, it's so great to see you again, and you're in the new movie. Tell us about your role and, I mean, your line. We just saw it. Caps, save some for me. Did I say it right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I forget the lines as soon as I finish saying them. I play a Navy SEAL who's an old friend of Captain America, and he asked me to do a favor for him, and it puts me on this collision course with the main villain in the film, the leader, played by Tim Blake Nelson. So, you know, I got to play make-believe, you know, every 8-year-old boy's dream, right? I'm playing a soldier, got to play with guns and superheroes, so it was a blast.
Yeah, and some very big stars, Harrison Ford.
I didn't get to work with Harrison, but I did do a lot of scenes with Anthony Mackie and Tim Blake Nelson and Carl Lumbly, who I've loved since Alias. I think he's amazing. So yeah, the entire cast that I work with, which is so down to earth and so friendly. Anthony Mackie is hands down the funniest actor I've ever been on set with. It was so tough because a lot of the scenes are super serious, right? You're playing you know, it's Navy SEAL who's doing, you know, tough things. And right before we'd start filming, Anthony would tell a joke and I'd just be laughing so hard. So he was great.
And you got to go to the premiere in Hollywood.
Oh, it was a blast, you know. I love going to see the movies at the actual premiere, and getting to see it with the folks who made the movie and started the movie was just a real pleasure.
All right, so this is just one of the many movies that you've been in. You've already had a long career in Hollywood, and we have to mention too, you are a Savannah native. I loved you in Manhunt and Hillbilly Elegy and American Made, and recently Sweet Magnolias. And in Manhunt, that was mainly filmed here in the Savannah area, so that's really cool. And you played Boston Corbett, who killed John Wilkes Booth.
Right.
What was that like filming in your hometown?
You know, I don't get to do that a lot, and it was great. I remember at one point we were on set in Liberty County, and from set I could see my brother's house, and it was just so, you know, it was so fun. But that was such a special shoot for me. You know, when I first moved from LA back to Savannah, the first role I booked was in a film playing John Wilkes Booth, and so getting to fast forward and play the guy who hunts down and kills John Wilkes Booth was just like kind of a fun circle for me. But the show was great. We shot in Savannah a lot, in Liberty County, in Effingham County. So just driving past friends' houses on my way to work was really fun.
And speaking of that, the first time we interviewed you was in your home, where you made your movie, A Savannah Haunting, which is based on or inspired by events that happened in your home. And I have to remind everybody, it was a little spooky there for me. What kind of reception are you getting from people, you know, even after this film was made?
You know, I get messages all the time on social media where folks will watch A Savannah Haunting, and now the messages I get are very nice. I'm sure if they
Do you have paranormal investigators who want to come by and check it out?
Yes, and I also have weird people who want to come by and check it out.
Okay.
And I kind of say no to everyone now. So, you know, there's a little while where we had a lot of folks coming to the house, kind of helping to promote the movie and talk about it. But what would happen is they would rile the things up that are inside the house, and they would leave, and I would stay, and that was not fun.
Oh, okay. All right. So the things you're talking about are all the spirits that are in the house. All right. Well, let's let Mark have some peace and quiet in his home now. All right. What's next for you? Do you have any more films or TV productions coming up soon?
Yes, actually, I just booked a movie that's going to start shooting at the beginning of March in Atlanta. I have a film called Final Hour that'll be coming out this year, where I play a man who's on death row, about to be put to death, and he has to come to terms with what he did, and he has a conversation. Really, the movie's a conversation between the family member, the person who was killed, and my character. And I'm also going to be producing a show here in Savannah this year, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's fantastic. When you look back at your career, what has been your favorite role so far?
Oh my gosh, you know, I don't have kids, but I imagine it's like asking someone what's their favorite kid. I love all of them. You know, like I tell people this, like I wake up every day happy, just so grateful because I get to do something that I really love. So I can put it this way, I've never played a role that I didn't enjoy. So it's really hard for me to say the one I enjoyed the most because it's whatever one I'm doing now is usually the one I have the most fun on.
All right, well, Mark, speaking of your passion and your love for what you do, you have been sharing that with the next generation, teaching young, aspiring actors.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of the things that I love to do. I made every mistake that an actor can possibly make when I started my career. And so what I try to do is help new actors not make the stupid mistakes that I made. And it brings me so much joy when one of my students has some big success. One of my former students, I just found out, booked a series regular role in a TV show out in LA. So they moved to LA and they start in a couple weeks. Yeah, so that just brings me so much happiness.
Well, how can people get in touch with you then if they want to learn from you or learn more about your career and what's coming next?
Well, if they're interested in acting coaching, I have a website, which is www.workingactorlab.com. And if they're interested in just kind of seeing what I'm up to, probably imdb.com is the best place to go.
And congratulations, Mark, on your newest movie, Captain America, Brave New World. Can't wait to see you in the movies.
Thank you so much. It's great chatting with you.
Save some for us, Cap.